It is more surprising to hear the words spoken at universities where students and faculty supposedly pursue truth and moral clarity. In classrooms where secrets are autonomy are learned and laboratories where life-saving medicine is developed, many things are complicated. The morality of ethnic cleansing and nearly a century worth of violence is not one of them. In the light of the continued discourse surrounding the Palestinian cause, I found myself to have profound appreciation for the embrace extended within my high school in particular, significantly for the structures that enable proactive engagement. I've had the privilege of being the co-founder of a club at my school, which has been my home for the past 3 years. Entering a school where faces didn't mirror my own, I felt the weight of expectations to blend in, to assimilate. Apprehensive and fearful of the potential hostility, I braced myself for what the environment might entail. All it took was an email from my principal, Mr. Kevin Conley, who's in the audience over here. It served as a beacon of recognition and a sea of anonymity, offering me hope and validation. For him to reach out to students in the way that he did to support the students, I had suddenly felt seen, acknowledged for who I was and what I believed in. In that moment, I shed the need to conform and embrace my identity with pride. Mr. Conway's email was more than just a few words on a screen. It was a lifeline, a reminder that courage can come from within. The structures within my school have provided me with a platform to wield influence and affect change within our community. Through the open spaces for affinity groups, I have been empowered to take control of my impact on the school environment. Whether it was through the creation of the Muslim Student Association or advocating relentlessly since my freshman year for a Culture Day, which embraces the rich diversity of our community. These initiatives have allowed me to channel my passions into tangible action. Honestly, tomorrow is actually the second annual Culture Day that I have the privilege of running, and I might not get these things today. I've had the privilege of spearheading so many projects, but none of them would be capable without Mrs. Rosa Sultana, who's also here in the audience with me. She's really stuck through it all with us. The effort she put into making our school environment a better place should not go unnoticed. There have been countless times when we would have fallen apart without her, or times when we would just simply be a nightmare without her support. Regardless, at first it wasn't easy. Initiating change often comes with its shared challenges and resistance. Yet I persisted, fueled by the belief that our school could be a beacon of inclusivity and understanding. With time, my efforts began to bear fruit. I found myself embraced by my peers and educators, their support serving as key factors in what has been my growth at NBHS. I am sincerely appreciative of looking past the political tensions in the world and coming together to promote peace in their respective affinity groups. MSA and JSC wrote a solidarity statement with purely good intentions to spread the statement into what has become today. We wrote, "We urge all students of MBHS to be mindful of their words and actions and to ensure they do not incite fear or make other students feel unsafe. Collectively, we have a social obligation to be sensitive and to experiences of others, and we should all understand that for many of us in this community, it is personal. In our ever-evolving society, fostering interfaith exploration and acceptance in public schools is vital. Our education systems serve as crucibles of diversity, where students from various backgrounds converge to learn and learn. Encouraging interfaith dialogue not only broadens perspective, but also nurtures empathy and understanding. We have spent roughly half a year witnessing a genocide, watching death and destruction on our smartphones. The attack on Dawah is unprecedented by international standards in terms of the level of destruction and the number of deaths we have seen in such a short time. A ceasefire is something nearly the entire international community has called for and should be considered a bare minimum. A return to the status quo, where Palestinians suffer quietly and it's unattainable would be near to what Martin Luther King Jr. has described as a negative peace, which is not justice. Palestinians are not lesser than the children of God. They deserve more than simply live. They deserve a humanity liberation. Thank you so much.